Last week, I started a storm of controversy when I said we're going to resemble Europeans, who are essentially a pack of pagan losers. Okay. I was suggesting that the continent's move to secularism and away from Christianity might have something to do with Europe's economic problems. What does Fox News contributor Father Jonathan Morris think of that?
All right, show of hands. How many of you could give a fuck less what a Sunday school teacher has to say about the current trends in the European economy? Because the last time I checked, reading the Bible doesn't exactly make you an expert in foreign economies. They basically brought a preacher on to ask him if he thinks that less people buying into his bullshit religion is a bad thing. That's like asking a leech if it would mind being ripped off of a fresh vein. Big surprise, the parasite does not approve.
A God who not only made us as human beings, but made us with a special dignity, and therefore, when a culture says, God, we don't want you.
Countries like the United States of America get founded.
Can you link this secularism, what I call paganism in Europe, directly to economic decline? Can you make that direct link?
We want there to be a link. We need there to be a link. Manufacture the reality that we desire, God, man. What link was that again?
Can you link this secularism, what I call paganism?
Paganism, as described by Wikipedia, is a blanket term used to refer to various polytheistic, non-Abrahamic religious traditions. Secularism, as described by Wikipedia, is the concept that government or other entities should exist separately from religion and or religious beliefs. You don't even know what you're talking about. You fucking fail. Tell him, Girup.
You fail. Right, left, and center. You know what? If we don't understand why, if we don't understand that human beings are so special, then the dignity of work, there's nothing special about that. When, on the other hand, I respect you, then I'm going to say, you are very special. I'm going to build you up. We're going to build up.
Okay, stop. Father, please just stop failing for 5 minutes. Aren't you a Fox News contributor? You're telling me you're a Fox News contributor and you can't even come up with a decent line of misleading bullshit? Who hired you? What the fuck is going on here?
Yes, I think society financially increases when we care about human beings.
And people will say, what's so ungodly about giving people health care? Well, I think the issue might be more when you have your society thinking that they can only get help from one source, and that's the government, rather than themselves, rather than faith and belief.
What the fuck is this country coming to? People looking to the government for assistance rather than relying on their faith and belief? Everyone knows if you want a college scholarship, you have to pray for it. You have to pray the shit out of that prayer. You'll never get into college. Oh, sure, you could try applying for the scholarship through the government and filling out paperwork, but we all know that's a fantasy. Praying is the only way shit really gets done. Just watch, this simple little experiment should illustrate the power of prayer very succinctly. Pray into one hand and shit into the other. See which one fills up quicker.
Laughable, man.
Europe has retreated from the Judeo-Christian ethic.
Without
they
a doubt.
have retreated from Christianity.
Yes. You know what? It's very hard to have a moral culture when you've divorced yourself from any higher power.
Thank you.
In terms of whether or not there's a higher power that will provide ultimate justice, and what that higher power has to say about the dignity of every human person.
And this higher power has got to be an invisible man that you will never hear or see. But don't worry, I know exactly what he wants you to do and exactly how he wants you to live your life. And if you do not comply, he will viciously burn and torture you for the rest of all eternity. Because he loves you. Jesus, bitch.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Dumb, bing, godless.